My name is Michael Mastro. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Vastucreations. Today we're going to look at the chart for Friedrich Nietzsche. If you look to the eastern horizon using Vedic sidereal zodiac, you would see the constellation of Scorpio rising at 7 degrees. First, we're going to see how the planets were operating in his chart and then when they're operating in his chart and what could be done to strengthen the chart. So Sun is poorly placed in the 12th house, and any planet in the 6th, 8th, or 12th, the Dustana challenging houses can is considered to be weak. It's also weak in degrees. It's only at 0 degrees. Any planet less than 5 degrees has trouble promoting its significations. So the Sun gave him a career through being a leader in philosophy. Sun is an indicator for father. He did lose his father at early age of 4. Then we have weak, debilitated, afflicted by Rahu, Moon. Moon is ruling the house of beliefs and spirituality. And this gave him controversial beliefs. He believed in the Antichrist. And Moon has affected his mind. There was mental instability. And he also had a conflicted relationship with his mother. Moon is an indicator for mother. And we have challenging Mars, any multiconal sign in the 6th, 8th, or the 12th. So we have the first sign of Aries in the 6th house ruled by Mars. That means it can cause issues, and the 6th house has to do with health. So there was inner conflict, mental issues, and this Mars is very close to the rising sign in degrees. It is at 6 degrees, and the rising sign is 7. So this means it aspects 4, 7, and 8 houses away and afflicts the house it's in, plus those houses. So it was causing some stress to the second house of wealth, the fifth house of children. So he had no children and no romance, no wife, and the sixth house of mental health. Then Mercury is at 12 degrees. It's probably his strongest planet, and it is ruling the house, 11th house of income. So it gives income through writing, publishing, and his intellectual brilliance. Mercury is associated with the mind. Then we have weak infant Jupiter. Jupiter is ruling the second house of wealth, and this connects his wealth through writing and publishing beliefs. Again, Jupiter is an indicator for children, no children, and his ideas and philosophies and beliefs were outside the norm. One of his favorite saying is "death of God." Then we have challenging Venus. Venus is um, also ruling the 12th house. And then that has to do with spiritual growth through letting go of attachments. Wife is an indicator for, Venus is an indicator for wife, so there was no wife. And then we have Saturn. It's weak and afflicted by K2, and it is ruling the house of happiness. So he was deeply depressed, lack of happiness, emotional instability. Then Rahu in Ketu is learning to balance his need with the needs of others, balancing material and spiritual. Let's look at the timing of events. So he started university, Bonn University in philosophy in 1864. And that's during a Jupiter period where he started to form his beliefs. Um, and then in 72, 1869, he was made a professor of philosophy during a Venus period, so it's changing roles. In 72, he came out with The Birth of Tragedy, a book. during a Sun period. Sun is boosting his ruling the house of career. 78, human antichrist, excuse me, during a Jupiter period, bringing some wealth and fame. And then in 79, he resigned during a Venus period. Venus is endings, ruling the house of endings. 89, he had a mental collapse during a Mars Dasha period. Mars bringing, this internal mental conflict. Um, and then Moon and Mercury were afflicted by K2 that were triggering this mental collapse. Then we have in August 25th, 1900, he died of paralysis, vascular dementia, syphilis, pneumonia. And if you look at the transit chart on the left, the inner circles where the planets were when he was born, the outer circles where the planets were when he died. And you can see that um, transit K2 was afflicting natal Saturn. So Saturn is an indicator for longevity. What could be done to strengthen the chart? Well, transforming Rahu, Ketu, Venus, and Mars through helping other people would have been helpful. And then my favorite remedy, a kavash, which is a silver locket containing the Devatayantras of his benefic planets. Um, if you'd like to get a kavash, get a reading, or learn Vedic astrology, you can go to vastucreations.com. Thank you so much for listening.